All right, come we say hello. So we are in a much different environment. We've actually headed down, and if you come over here, I can see you, and then they can see you. Look at that! There he is. We're at Bungonia Gorge, which is a completely different environment to what we're used to. The ground, well, we'll give you a look.
And
The ground is very dry.
It's 0.000000005.
Very hot. It is actually quite warm and it's very dry. Lots of rock. Because we're on a plateau. It's the plateau on the top of the basin. So we're going to have an explore around. We've picked a campsite, but we're going to have a look around. There is some caves. We won't be going professionally caving through them, but we've been told there's a couple we can have a quick look at. Oh yeah, it's very dry.
Very dry.
Careful, don't put too much body heat out on that, it might set fire. We're going to go have a look at a cave that we're allowed to walk into without all our caving gear. There is a couple of waterfalls. We're going to go and see if we can find the waterfalls. There is also a cliff face down to a river. We ain't walking the cliff face. We don't have the bushwalkers bods for that just yet. That's something we're going to work on. But yeah, great scenery, but it is very, compared to our normal haunts around the mid-north coast, is very dry here. Yeah, like we're not kicking up dust, but it is dry. So we're going to go do some exploring. I was here, I think I was 16, maybe 17 when I was here last. So I have no idea. We have a map. We're going to go exploring, and we're going to invite you guys to come along and have a look and see what else we find.
What's this? Oh. I've not noticed this.
So yeah, we've come down that track from the main campground. That's an amazing kilometre of rock there. So we're on the green track at the moment. We've got a steering off the national parks guy to find the green track and then follow the yellow track. So we're on the green track looking for the yellow track marker, which should be over here somewhere. So we'll keep looking, but yeah, love the colour of that rock actually. I don't know if the GoPro shows the colour. It's not black, it's not grey, it's like a mottled. There's a lot of mottling. Mottling? A lot of mottling. But yeah, it's all across that escarpment up there. Is that rock edging. And another ant's nest. Yep, just don't walk on them. Just respect the ants.
Oh, look!
Oh, hello. That's a fair... That's a gully. We found a gully. We're going to go explore down the gully. But hang on, we're going to look at this gully a second. We're exploring, mate. If we can... Whoa. That may not just be a gully. That might not just be a gully. It's a cave. It's a cave down here. That is a cave.
How big is it?
That I don't have the answer to.
Well, that's not the way.
We have a cave. Unmarked, like there's nothing here to say.
But it's a cave.
It's a cave. You can come down, it's safe.
I'm fine.
But it just goes down into the ground. It does say on the wiki, National Parks Guide, something, there's like 200 caves and some of them are not even marked. So I think we've stumbled across, definitely not undiscovered obviously, but we've stumbled across an unmarked cave, or maybe it might be just a wash through, because there's a gully there. So that gully, all that wash through,
Look at that.
may end up down into there.
Look at where that is. Look at that.
Yeah, there's a cave down here.
There's sap coming out of this tree.
I'm more interested in the cave.
Wipe it on.
But okay.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, I'm really curious now. I don't have a torch to see down there. Can't see down there. I don't know if that's showing up with the GoPro, but it just literally just goes down into the ground. There we go. All right. So Curiosity found us an unmarked cave, which we are not entering. Safety, safety, safety. We shall keep looking for the green track. No, wait. We're looking for the yellow track. I'm going out that way. It looks safer. I'm wandering through. I found a... I don't know.
I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Yeah. It's a little fireplace.
Ah, someone has... I don't know if that would have been an old building, or they started building. It wasn't always National Park, of course. It does look like it's got dabby concrete in it, but then again it also looks like it's got clay. Someone may be able to tell us that, if that's sort of original, or if that's someone's done that for an activity. Yeah. We're still looking. We're looking for this creek and this waterhole. It's quite dry up here. Like you're physically drying out. We have water with us. We have a first aid kit with us. We are prepared. What'd you stand on?
Stick, and it came
A
up.
stick. It's stick man's job to walk on the sticks. All right, we're going to keep exploring and see what we find. So we are on the green track, which also leads to the yellow track. We're headed to look for the waterfall. There's a swimming hole and possibly a waterfall. So we're just exploring as we go.
Warning. Water may rise without warning.
Yep, but it's currently not raining.
That's very dry.
So yeah, there is, being national parks, there's lots of the preemptive warning signs. We just did the other side of the green track, thinking we were on this side of the green track. We're headed this way. This green track loops right around past a couple of caves, so it's a loop track. The yellow track leads down to Bungonia Creek and then across the creek and out the other side, or you can follow the creek up to Bungonia Falls, is the info I was given. So we'll see how that goes. Ooh. Every now and then there's just little specks of colour. It is a very dry landscape, but they are finding little specks of colour through it. Nice undulating, rocky, boys don't slip over and break your ankle conversations every 5 minutes on this track. We are still walking down this track. Still headed down for the to find the water. You can definitely hear it now. So this is, woo, careful there, I saw that. So we're headed down to Bungonia Creek. Oh, water!
Rocky Creek.
It is a very rocky looking creek, isn't it? Wow. Alright, let's have a bit of an explore around.
Oh, look at it flowing.
Yeah. It's a very rocky creek.
Oh, I said we might want to have the... Oh!
Yeah. Alright, well, Dad's going to get some footage for the viewers. For the viewers! I found a fish. Found multiple fish. So yeah, there we go. in a very, very rocky creek. That water looks so good, I think we're going to have to fall in. Yes, it is a very, very rocky creek. I don't know that there is going to be a swimming hole here, because I don't think anywhere is going to be deep enough. Alright, well, let's do a little bit more exploring and see if we can find an actual swimming hole and get a bit more footage for the channel, because I don't know how many people on the channel have been to Bungonia Creek. We might explore up the creek a bit more, and then we might head down the creek, and if this might be our chance at a swimming hole. It's very hot. It's 32 degrees. So
It's hot.
even if it's a quick dip, paddle and run just to cool off.
Oh, maybe I can see a swimming hole. I think I can see one.
Yeah, could be a swimming hole there. Could be. Let's have a closer look. Oh, I don't know. That's not real deep. That's interesting. The pine tree living quite happily in the middle of that water. Yeah. I don't know if you can you hear me?
Yes!
Okay. Let's get a bit of...
Where'd the stick go?
Where'd it go? I think I know where it is.
Oh, up there, Dad.
Yeah, we'll go have a look in a minute. We're just doing a panoramic shot. Panorama. We're going to head up that way. We might duck down through here. Let me... Well, that's better. We got in, had a dip. There's quite a few different swimming holes. We went with this one. It's not terribly deep. There's a good bit of flow up the top there. The boys are digging around in the rocks.
I'm trying to smash into a rock.
Like I said, it doesn't look like there's anywhere that's really a jump in off a rope swing type swimming spot, but this was nice. Bit of shade from the trees. Yeah, we are going to have a look downstream. So this is upstream. So if you do, this is down upstream from here is a rock wall, and from behind the rock wall they pump the water up for the showers and such. So we didn't go any further that way because we don't want to be possibly swimming in the water that somebody's about to shower in. So we are downstream. So we're going to keep heading downstream, see if there's any more good scenery shots, and then we're going to head up the hill and on to stage 2 of our stop at Bungonia. So while the boys climb out tentatively Yeah, there's quite a few slippery rocks on the bottom because it's that very smooth granite. But yeah, nice little swimming hole. There is, like I said, there is more than this one. This was sort of this one looked like it was deep enough for us to duck in and have a quick cool off, which worked perfectly. So the caveat, of course, or the caveat of walking down the hill to the creek for a swim is the walk back up. But that's all right, we will do it slow and steady back up the hill. It's got to be 30 something. It's hot, but that's okay. So we're up at one of the lookouts, and we're actually back on the green track. So the tracks are well marked. Green track is sort of an it's a loop track, takes you around the park. Yellow track was the one down to the river. Red track is the one that takes you down the canyon. We won't be headed down the canyon, that's too much. It's a 36-degree day and the canyon is bouldering the whole way, so we would be absolutely cooked and exhausted and probably not even complete it. It's a lot of hard work. So this is the scenery down beside the green track, and we are headed to stop number 1 over this way, which we do have a map, but we're also going for a it's a lot cooler over here actually than the other side. This side is about 3 degrees cooler than over near the creek. So when we find where we're going, so we're coming down the hill, and finally on the green track we found the sign we're looking for. We found the sign. So we're headed to Mass Cave. This way. We headed to Mass Cave. And for school holidays, there's no one around. I mean, this is the middle of the week, but we're the only people on this track. So, it is a bit of a drop down there. But nice big grass trees here. Like, they are well over my head. Nice grass trees. Don't get poked in the eye or in the ear, in the nose, I guess. So down along the track here, still down along the track. We might be in the shade, we might be walking downhill. It is currently 34 degrees. So I'm hoping this cave is nice and cool. Oh, that's a precarious. All right, be careful here, boys. It's the oh. It's got stabbed by some thing. Ow. It is a bit of a precarious little bit of a track here. When you come down, make sure you step like into the edge there. I see a cave. I see a cave. I'm so excited. Alright, we'll turn around and check the boys are okay. Yeah, as you say, little skinny walk through there.
Oh, all the rocks cold here.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's out of the sun. And it's a big slab of granite, so it would be very cool. Alright, boys, off you go. Now, I do believe this could be the very first time that these two boys have been in a natural cave.
I've been in a cave.
You've been in a real cave?
Yes.
Oh.
When I went to school camp.
Like a cave like this?
Oh, not like this. No.
This is the Mass Cave. We are going in to the Mass Cave. Oh, we got the big torch out now, we can see. Alright, so we're going to carefully
not slip.
Hold on to the
head
chain.
down. There is a chain there.
Very cold chain.
It is much cooler in here.
Yeah, much.
We have the light on. We also have some natural light flowing out. We are in. We're not in caving gear. We're in joggers and shorts and such. But we were told by the National Parks bloke we'd be okay because it's a short walk cave. So that natural light is amazing. Actually, that's an amazing amount of spotlight.
That's a big web. Well, not that big.
We are headed down into the Mass Cave.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, we got a ducking to do.
What's some ducking?
I don't like this. Oh, it's getting colder.
It is getting colder. It's very nice and cool down here, actually. And if you're still with us after this much of an adventure, we are in technically the Mass Cave under Bungonia.
I see a part they don't want you to go into.
Under Bungonia National Park. We did it!
I see a part they don't want you to go into because it's just a dip. Like if you look, it's literally just a dip in. Dip in.
Stalactite. Or stalagmite. Oh, so this is the... Ah, you can see why they call it the Mass Cave.
Oh, look. Natural light. Oh, it is.
Yep.
Came from.
Turn your torches off for a second. Torches off, torches off. So the light
Oh, that's
streaming down through, and then someone has piled up a whole heap of rocks to make like a lectern.
That's awesome. No.
So we've had a good look around. A little bit of a dead end down there. It's not a very long cave. There's a roof line up in there. A little bit of a hollow there. A couple little hollows. It's a nice little cave. So we've had a very busy day. We've been up to a lot. So we're just setting up tents. We are setting them up a bit late. The sun is quite down. It's really hard ground. I mean, I guess it stops it wearing down over time because so many people use it, but I don't know about driving a peg into that. I might just hope I'm heavy enough in my swag to keep the swag down. Yeah, so they're signified. Your camping site is signified by the So this one's got nothing on it. So it's a very hard patch of plain ground. I can see why, because there's just so little grass on the ground that camping on the ground all the time is going to wear it down. But if you only sleep on a pad mat, oh, it could be a bit rough. Sleep in your pocket. So it's the next morning. We're awake. One's awake. Two's awake. Three's awake. The other back there. So we've gotten up early because there is a light misty kind of a. It's not the weather changed. The weather changed fairly quickly overnight, actually. Yesterday was a 36-degree cooker. Today at 8 AM it's still only 20 degrees. So we can feel a very, very light mist in the air. I've just done the weather app. There's no chance of torrential storms or thunderstorms or anything like that on the forecast. So we are walking currently down to our first goal of the morning. So yeah, we're headed down a track.
Okay.
We're headed down a track with a four-way. We've got a four-way. I think we just keep going straight ahead. I think that's more of a... Yeah, that looks like an access track for national parks. So yeah, we will update when we get there. Nice open track. We are headed down this track now. So again, we've hit that rocky granite boulder looking outcropping, which probably means we're headed towards a cave. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, right there is also.
Oh, there's a big hole in the ground. All right, well, let's have a look and see. A big hole in the ground.
Let's see. Step.
There's a trench.
Oh, that is a big hole in the ground.
That's a
Hey, look, that's
trench.
a cave.
So yeah, you literally come down. You're surrounded by a rock wall, and you come down. There's the entry to the cave. Wait, no, there's the entry to the cave. That's probably just a... Alright, so you'll need your headlamps. So we've been told we aren't kitted out, obviously, in... we have the boys have boots on.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. We've been told that if we go down to the second ladder, that we won't need overalls and helmets because it's not deep. It's not a long way down. And it's not like I'm not going to crack a skull getting down there. But not to go any further without propagating gear. So we do have headlamps. So we're back. This is the grill cave. Probably named by the grill installed on it, which I'd say has been many years since it actually operated as an actual functional gate. Actually, I'm surprised the thing is not fallen over. So we're going to head in. I have been in this cave, but boy, it was so long ago. The wet cave smell.
Rocky.
As I say, I'm not sure if this is showing up very well.
There's no much lighting
It is rocky. That's what.
here. Really?
We're giving it a go. If we have footage, we have footage.
Ladder.
Okay, the ladder one. Okay. He said the second ladder should be fine. So we will. Oh yes, there's a short ladder here. Not sure if you guys can see it. It's a 10-rung ladder.
That's a ladder.
Caleb's coming down the ladder. So this is very well worn rock. up the top here. Oh, watch
You
your
could have
head.
told me there was rock
I
there.
just saw the rock then when you did that.
I need to get it out of the way.
Alright, so you stand there. Alright, Dawson, turn round. Yep.
That's the second ladder.
1 foot, yep. So you want to keep 3 points in contact.
Make sure you have your foot.
So put your 2 feet,
Most
hold,
of your foot.
put a foot down, then a hand. Or a foot, then a hand.
Don't have your foot on the very edge. That's not a good idea.
Alright. So yeah. And the temperature change in here, even though it's cold, it's cool and rainy outside, you definitely watch your head as you come up. If we do this seriously, if you want to take up caving, we're buying helmets because I'm not knocking my head. What? Ooh. Wonder what's in under there.
I don't want to go there.
I do. Do we go down the second ladder?
Yes, he said we're fine to go down the second ladder.
And that's not the last ladder we go down.
Well, if you feel dizzy or sick, tell me. Because that's a carbon dioxide thing.
Yeah.
Or if you're having trouble catching your breath.
Caleb, you can go.
But
Dude,
he pretty much guaranteed that this would be fine because the amount of people who walk in here stir up the air. Oh, it's a steel runged ladder.
and wet.
Okay.
Very, very wet.
Alright, same thing, walking down slowly backwards. We'll wait till Caleb gets off the ladder. So yeah, it's not claustrophobic, but you are aware of the rock all around you. But it's also like it's a long way up to the roof line. So Dawson, go down backwards please, 1 step at a time. And Dad's not conking his head. And even just this couple of feet, oh, what are we? Probably 20 metres from the entrance, you'd notice the difference in the temperature already.
Hey, Dad, look how steep it is.
Well, it is a ladder. Imagine being the first people to climb in here. Like, how would you get down?
Make a ladder.
Well, it's freezing, that ladder. All right.
There's a rock behind you.
Now, Dawson, as you're going down, you have a rock behind your back at the moment. So do not clonk your head.
Side.
Above your shoulder. See it?
Right there.
All right. That's the rock. Don't lift your head up.
Okay, now you need to move to the right side.
So yeah, the temperature change in here is amazing. And we're down at the bottom of the second ladder, which is a nice... It is wet, like wet and muddy. The temperature difference in here is probably another 5 degrees cooler than where we were just up above, which is probably as cold as this cave gets.
So
because
about 15 degrees.
yeah.
I don't want to go down there. That looks very slippery.
Well, we're going to have a little explore,
You can.
and then we're going to go out.
You can.
So a little bit of a quick tour around this bottom of this ladder, just for an idea of these caves. So it's a high vaulted ceiling. You're not. I mean, if you're scared of the dark, that's the view when the torches go off.
Look up.
Hang on. Oh, I just got splashed.
Uh-huh.
All right. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Turning torches off so we can show. All right. So when we turn our torches off, it literally is
Pitch black.
pitch black.
Except for the screen. That's it.
So turn your torch off again, Doodle.
Oogity.
So yeah, it's dark, but
Hey.
obviously as soon as your torches are back on. And it's an interesting, like there's been thousands of people come through here, but it's still interesting for you to have a look at it your first time. So we're just having, I'm just exploring a little bit further down and then we're heading, oh wow.
What?
Is that glow in the dark? I don't know if that shows up on the GoPro. Is that bioluminescence?
Dad, no.
That is cool. You've got to look at this.
Hang on,
This is amazing. I don't know. Oh, I'm hoping that shows up on the GoPro.
Wait, what? Turn off.
That is amazing. Look at the colour. Look at the glow. on the wall.
Turn off your light.
Well, it doesn't glow,
Oh.
but look at, like it's white.
Oh.
So yeah, the cave obviously continues. Not sure how deep this cave actually runs. I will find that out. But yeah, a short little, only done a little 10-minute explore, and already it's just something we wanted to do, something I wanted to come back and have a look at. And as I said, the boys have never done it before, so we have officially been in 2 different caves now. Not a grand complete tour, but we have been in and had a look. Technically we're not caving as a group because you need 4, but we are allowed to wander in and have a look, not past a certain point. So we're going to respect that. Watch your back as you go up, duty. But yeah, we've had fun on that little bit of a look, a genuine, real, 100% cave. And as I said, we're obviously not the first to explore it by a long shot, but it was a first for us, out having yet another adventure. So yeah, they could have moved that rock out of the way. It's very close as you're climbing up the ladder. Alright, well, we're going to climb out. So we've climbed back up out of that cave. We definitely weren't going any deeper. We have taken a couple of really cool photos, so hopefully they turn out all right. We might share those. But yeah, it was just interesting. We didn't do the whole cave experience, but it gives the boys an idea of what the caves will be like if we do like a longer cave walk. You can turn your lantern off now, mate. So some of the flowers, which not overly sure. Oops. Not overly sure what they are. If anyone knows what they are. Ah. Last part of our trip, we're actually out on the peninsula, or the look down at above the gorge. So this is the sort of last thing we're going to do here. We're only here overnight, so I think we've squeezed in plenty for a 24-hour period. But yeah, this is the look down. Little bit of info. So Molly O'Neill there is a bigger board up in the kitchen area, which we went to film, and there was quite a few people using it, so we decided not to film it. But it's a national parks kitchen area. It's got gas top cookers, it's got a sink, it's got tables and chairs. Like, it's got one of the better kitchen areas. She was a member of the Bungonia Trust, so she went through, photographed a lot of the fauna that's up here, and also I think she at one stage produced a book, a photographic herbarium of the park at her own expense, and then donated it, and she was granted an Order of Australia medal. Awesome. So there we go. So there is a track, a nature walk through there with the photographs and the trees. We're not going to do that today simply because we're running out of time. We only sort of really had 24 hours here, so we're doing if we come back, there's other tracks. There's the gully track, there's the red track through the gorge, those kind of places we kind of want to do, but the boys need a bit more experience bushwalking and packing and this kind of stuff. So we are actually, so this look down, you look down. So there's the creek.
That's the limestone.
So there's the limestone
Don't drop that.
quarry. Oh, well, you could grab it from over there for me.
Yeah, that would bounce off and then...
Bounce and be gone. Yep. We'd have to walk all the way down there to find it. No, Dad's got a death grip on the GoPro, don't worry.
Hey, Dad,
There's the limestone quarry.
see the limestone quarry?
Yep.
If you grab this, like a piece
Cardboard.
of cardboard that you could slide down on, you'd just be able to perfectly
Bong,
go
bong,
down
bong,
the...
bong, bong, bong.
I don't think so.
Look, come here.
So,
Limestone,
there we go.
Limestone sourced from this mine has been used to produce many iconic Australian buildings, including the Sydney Opera House,
there you go.
which is cool.
So, and they do, as they're mining, once they've finished the mine, or once they've finished carving, they are replanting the native plants, which is the bottom photo there.
Yeah.
So, they actually do say at the bottom, mining operations are moving away from the gorge. However, the pit before you is used as market demands. So Boral, who own the massive pit, only mine out of there when they need to now because they're aware of the national park. So yeah, that's good of them. They're still making money on it, but that's good of them. There's a bit of fog around. We've got fog actually here around us for a second there. Scenery even on a foggy day is nice. So hide the limestone quarry, and there we go. And there's actually someone working over at the limestone quarry.
You can see
We see headlights. So yeah, so this look down is the first of the look downs. And again, there is we have to go through the fence there. There is botanical notes on this part of the area because of the herbarium. So yeah, we came abseiling here a long time ago, and I honestly wouldn't even be able to point out where it was. But yeah, those rock faces, somewhere over there, I think. I vaguely remember this lookout being, you would go to the lookout and then you'd walk across one of the cliff faces and then you could abseil up and down. So it's a mystery now, and I don't know anyone that would be able to tell me exactly where that was. So there we go. Yeah, you don't abseil at the look downs, and we also don't throw rocks or sticks. Mr. Stick hasn't been throwing sticks, so that's been a good sign. So on this look down, not for the faint of heart, it's actually a straight drop. I hope they made this well, because at the moment there is nothing under us. Well, except for the solid steel we're standing on.
Listen, Dad, listen for the echo.
Okay.
I don't like the bit that's loose. Look, look, boys, that's loose. Oh no, run! He ran away.
Listen for the echo.
Caleb ran away. Not a fan.
Listen for the echo.
Oh, it's a very little echo. All right, can I do this little bit of a look down, and then we... So over this side, so here's the sheer scale of the cliff. Like it's down. There's the canyon. So the other lookout we were just at is over there. So this perspective of that canyon. Long way down. There is a walk down. I think maybe I can highlight it on the camera. I think that is the walk down to the canyon. Might be able to draw a line. But yeah, it is a fair hike down there. There is, or maybe that's the canyon walk over there. I'll have to check the map and edit that. So that line there, and then down through the trees and into the slot canyon. They do blasting. So there is signage apparently down the bottom that tells you times to avoid being under the quarry. But yeah, that's the scenery, and then the scenery back towards into the park. So even with the gaping scar of the limestone, great scenery. Well, that's probably it for. I can't get much more on the camera. That's probably it for exploring the gorge today. We have other plans, and we need to get on and. Ooh, that's not a good sound when you walk off a metal overhang. We have other plans, so we need to get on and get into them. Alrighty, so we've done lots of things. We went and explored a cave, a real cave. So that's a
Two
first.
real caves.
Then we went and looked at another real cave and actually went down into the cave. And what did we notice about the cave when we went down the ladder? It got
Cold.
And then we went down the second ladder and it got
Colder.
there. So that's why you go in overalls and boots and I think stay
That's why
warm.
I've got. That's why I've
That's
got.
why I
Yeah,
wear
you're a little
boots.
grubby and you're a little grubby and I'm a little grubby. So not only did we do that, we've also camped out on a plateau campground. Very different to the ones we've been doing. Tape and Tops was beside a rainforest. Brushy Mountain was beside a creek. So we've done that. We went down and had a look at the creek. I got a lot of footage of the creek. Very, very, very interesting creek to just film. So I might have to put that up in a separate video because boy, there's a lot of footage. We had a look around at the fauna. Very cool. It's a different, really different landscape to what we're used to up on the north coast. No big huge gum trees. Some like the big gum trees here, a few and far between. Some good memories from coming up here as a teenager. We got lost on one track walking the wrong way, so that's always interesting. Watching and a bit of navigation skills on our maps. So we learned how to orientate our map. So that was all right. We've had a look at some lookouts. What else have we done? I think we've done a lot for 24 hours. Actually, we haven't even been here 24 hours. We arrived here at
12.
1 o'clock,
One.
and it's now only 9:30. So 20 hours.
9:30. Yes.
9:30. So we've done quite a bit. It's a good spot to explore if you guys are looking for somewhere that's not the same old, or if you're near here. Bungonia Gorge, definitely interesting to explore. There is groups that'll do caving, there's groups that'll do abseiling, there's groups that'll do canyoning, all at a cost of course. But you might get the bug from watching our video and want to get outside and get outdoors and do something, and maybe it's one of the things. But we're going to keep going. We're going to thank you guys for watching again, and we're going to move on to the next part of our little holiday we're having, and we'll keep you updated to what we get up to. Bye.
Hey, say bye. Bye.
Thank you.
And bye.
Bye.
Bye.